Dal Sidhu. I work for Zoom. I'm the head of global sales compensation at Zoom. So my role at Zoom is basically end-to-end compensation experience for a sales organization. So I manage the plan design, the spiffs, the administration of all that, the system, which we use Xactly as our ICM system to manage the compensation. The one thing I like about compensation is that in today's day and age, it's ever changing, right? It's starting to get a little bit more complex, and just constant learning that goes on right now in compensation is what keeps me excited about it. The tools and technologies are always improving. So I would say like the curiosity and the learning, I would say two things. Curiosity and learning is really what excites me about sales comp these days. Having the ability to work with tremendous amount of people. Compensation is one of those areas where it's never in a silo. You're always dealing with different people from finance, IT, sales operations, the sales organization, sales leaders. And I would say that's probably one of the things that I'm most proud of is like creating those networks, creating those relationships, being the trusted advisor for the sales organization. I think those are things that, are really exciting about that role and being able to network with all these individuals. And I've had the great pleasure over my 25 years of working with some phenomenal people. Kudos for them to also help me in my career kind of navigate sales compensation, because it really does take a village, and it's not something that one group or one small team can do on their own. The one thing I like about the executive partnership here at Xactly is your desire to listen, your desire to put the customer first, really understand the business needs and the problems that we're having, and coming up with cool initiatives, the cool technology to help us with those problems. The one advancement that I'm really looking forward to is the AI. AI has only been around for a couple of years, right? However, I think sales compensation has been a little slow in adopting AI. Because sales compensation, if you think about it, the tool itself, you're taking feeds in from a CRM system, an HR system, a financial system, right? And all those different systems have their own AI as well. So how do you bring that together in a compensation system, which also has specific AI needs? So I know it's a very big challenge, but that's what I'm really excited about is like, how does AI in compensation look at all those other streams and work together in providing the agentic piece of that for somebody like myself or an analyst on my team, as well as the sales rep and sales managers, and helping them coach their teams and working with their customers, right? I think there's a huge amount of value with AI and putting all those pieces together, not only just in the comp world, but how it kind of hits those other areas. So I think that's pretty exciting of where that can go. If you're still doing work on Excel or homegrown, like I would highly encourage you to look at a automated system. Not only will you have better reporting and analytics to understand where you're spending your money, but it will definitely help with the work-life balance, because compensation is pretty complicated, right? You got people coming, you got people going, you've got quotas changing, right? People getting promoted, and you need to kind of have a system of record to kind of manage all that. And if you're doing it homegrown, or if you're doing it with, managing manually, it's going to get to a point where the scalability is not going to be there. So I do highly recommend getting an automated system. And even if you start small and expand from there, it will definitely change the way you will operate and how your organization will see compensation. And it will become more of a strategic lever than just, hey, this is something we have to do. Yeah, in terms of what you should be looking for, any trends, and how to kind of keep excited is, I would say, just be curious, right? Continue to be curious, continue to challenge the status quo, right? Be creative, take some risks. Without taking some risks, you're not going to learn, right? And sometimes some of those risks will cost you money, but at least you have an idea of what worked and didn't work. So especially in compensation, where people are very, I guess everybody has an opinion around how a comp should work, right? But there's only a few people that are really experts at it, right? And can pinpoint where how you're gonna spend your money and how the best value return on your investment is going to be. So for any compensation expert out there, I would just say that just be curious and do your diligence around doing the modeling and the planning and be able to kind of have that conversation with your executive team to provide them the value of the dollars that they're spending.